It's time for Sunday Morning Coffee and Trains with your hosts, Highball and Hogger, and his sidekick, Hogger Monty. Brought to you by PRR in the 1950s and N scale. Now, here's your host, Highball and Hogger. Good morning, Hoggers. It's Sunday morning coffee and trains. It's Sunday, August the 30th, 1959 on the layout. We got our coffee at Lulu's. Our AM radio dial is set to YRUN4. And playing on the radio is a Big Hunk of Love by Elvis Presley. And we're trackside. But first, the news. In the news from 1959, new Labor Reform Act is passed to control union powers. Unemployment reaches 1.4 million. The Antarctic Treaty, the international agreement, is signed in Washington to preserve Antarctica. The Boeing 707 jet airliner goes into service. And in the UK, the Austin 7 Mini from the BMC goes on sale for £500. Direct dial payphones are introduced, and the M1 motorway from London to Birmingham opens. Breaking news in Japan, Typhoon Vera, with winds over 160 miles an hour, strikes the island of Honshu, killing nearly 5,000 people. And in sports, the first Daytona 500 is run at the Daytona Speedway. In the first ever All-Star game, the National League defeats the American League 5-4 at Forbes Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ernie Banks of the Chicago Cubs wins the National League MVP, and Nellie Fox of the Chicago White Sox wins the American League MVP. In entertainment news, Bonanza premieres on NBC as the first weekly television series broadcast completely in color. The Huckleberry Hound show premieres. Darby O'Gill and the Little People, Ben-Hur, House on Haunted Hill, and Alias Jesse James starring Bob Hope are playing at the movies. Now on Lulu's Sunday menu, Lulu's got chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans, fried corn, tomato pie, cornbread muffins, citarelli rolls, sweet iced tea, coffee and milk. For dessert, she's got cherry cheesecake, shoe fly pie, apple pie, Black Forest cake, and fresh churned ice cream. So y'all come on over and have Sunday lunch with us. Hope everybody's well, staying safe. Hope everybody's had a great week. Haven't seen y'all in a couple weeks. Didn't do one last week. Kind of took some time off. The mojo's coming back. We really, be honest, we really haven't done that much to speak of on the layout. The last couple of weeks, we've done a few little things. Mostly doing research in locomotives and stuff like that, working on a few locos and things, but not really much on the layout. So we're going to move over to Wind Tuna. We got word that there's a westbound freight about to leave Pit Yard and come through Wind Tuna, so we're going to move over to Wind Tuna and see if we can't catch it. We're set up over here at Wind Tuna, waiting on this westbound freight. Yeah, like I said, I ain't done really anything on the layout. Past week or two. I see our trains coming into view, coming around the curve. Our first train today is a westbound ore train, pulling out of Pit Yard. Our power for our ore train today is PRR number 9603A. She is an AF-15 or FA1, built by the American Locomotive Company in August 1948. Her builder's number is 75990, rated at 1500 horsepower. So BB wheel arrangement. She was assigned to the Lake region in the early 1950s, Philadelphia region in the mid 1950s, and the Pittsburgh region in the 1960s, and was retired on August the 27th, 1964. Our second unit, PRR number 9603B. She is an FB1, built by the American Locomotive Company, August 1948. Her builder's number is 76041. She is rated at 1500 horsepower. She has a BB wheel arrangement, assigned to the Lake, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh regions. Been retired February the 10th, 1965. Our ore train today has rated pusher power. Our lead pusher unit is PRR number 5757. She is an AP20 or PA1, built by the American Locomotive Company in November 1947. Her builder's number is number 75325. She is rated at 2000 horsepower with an A1A wheel arrangement. She was assigned to the Middle, Northwest, and Philadelphia regions and retired in 1962. Our trailing pusher unit is PRR number 5751. She is also a AP20 PA1, built by the American Locomotive Company in October 1947. She is rated at 2000 horsepower with an A1A wheel arrangement, and she was also assigned to the Middle, Northwest, and Philadelphia regions and retired in September 1962. These units in September and October of 1954 was regeared and reclassified AFP-20 for freight and pusher service. We've moved on over here to Maple Grove. We're going to try to catch a eastbound passenger train. That we got word of. Our passenger train is now coming into view. Coming in the camera here shortly. She's rounding the curve. Our second train today is the Trailblazer number 76, Chicago to New York. Passenger train. Our power for the Trailblazer today is PRR number 5876A. She is an EP20A or E7A, built by GM EMD in April 1949. Her builder's number is 7846. She was rated at 2,000 horsepower. She had a A1A wheel arrangement, was assigned to the Philadelphia region, and retired on March the 15th, 1966. Our trailing unit today on the Trailblazer is PRR number 5704. 5704 is a EP22 or E8, built by GM EMD in September 1952. Her builder's number is 16773. She was rated at 2,250 horsepower. She has a A1A wheel arrangement and was assigned to the Philadelphia region. She was renumbered on June the 9th, 1966 to 4274 for Penn Central. And then later during Penn Central she was renumbered again to 282 for Amtrak. Sometime in 1972 or 73. No retirement date for her. The Trailblazer has a consist of coach cars, club lounge coaches, dining car, and observation lounge coach. She had 14 stops with a running time of 18 hours, and she averaged 50.4 miles per hour. For an interesting side note on number 5876, our leading unit on the Trailblazer, is on April the 24th, 1952, 5876 was the lead unit on a special passenger train called the Janet Blair Birthday Special, carrying nearly 500 Blair County residents to Pittsburgh and the Old Nixon Theater to see the stage production of South Pacific, and to celebrate the birthday of its star, Altoona's very own Janet Lafferty, whose stage name was Janet Blair, star of stage and screen and big band singer. This is a photo taken of the Janet Blair birthday special. Not my photo. This was taken by Joan Pressler of Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania. Maybe you guys can see that a little better. and Janet Blair herself. Played in quite a number of movies in the 1940s, 50s, television shows. I just kind of thought that was a interesting little side note. Like I said, I don't have a retirement date for 5704. Not really sure when it was retired. I do know it made it to Amtrak. But no, we've just been kind of researching locomotives and working on some locomotives. I had bits and pieces, parts, those two PAs on the pushers. One's a Concord and one's an old Lifelike. The Concord one died years ago, so we gutted it and took the gears and stuff out and fixed the frame and added some knuckle couplers and put some glass in it. It didn't even have glass in it. Fixed them up so we can use them on helper service. We're going to put some 5 pinstripes, number them, get some radio antennas on them, fix them up. And talking about those live loads, I kind of had an oopsie about a week ago. It was my own fault. I wasn't paying attention. The lead units had gotten just past the curve over in the industrial area over there, and I guess hit a dirty spot, and they quit. They stopped, but the pushers kept pushing, and I was like, what's going on? I heard a noise, and I go around there, and there's like 6 or 7 cars turned over there by Penn-Dixie Cement. So I had red orange ore everywhere to have to clean up over there. That's the only bad thing about running live loads. That and having to load each and every one of the cars. But knock on wood, that's been the only incident. We got it cleaned up. There's Harger Monty. Say, hey, my Mont. He's like, I'm going back to sleep. I'm taking a nap. Hey. But yeah, we ain't done anything on the layout itself. Oh Lord. Looks like we got a domestic dispute here. I just heard police got a call to the Rexall drugstore on the corner of Main and Railroad Avenue of a domestic dispute. And look who it is. It's the Blimey boys. They got Jerry surrounded. Lord, I guess they fighting over flow now. Blimey boys are always staying in some kind of trouble. Hey! Like my crossing tower there's fell over. That's what I got for you guys this week. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, leave a comment. Like I said, we getting our mojo back, trying to get back in the swing of things. And we'll be getting back to work on the layout. Got a few more things coming. Everybody stay safe. Have a great week. Have a blessed week. Remember, have a beautiful and happy Sunday. Never take a single day for granted. Live in the moment and be grateful for everyone and everything you have in your life. Tomorrow isn't promised, and we only have today, so make this day wonderful and be happy and love with all your heart. And everybody have a blessed week. Stay safe. And remember, keep highballing, hoggers.